Oh, yeah, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, when everybody is checked in, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Check it in.
Yep.
You just went out.
I'm about to have fun with this shit. This guy's a maniac. All right, I'm going to assume everybody is checked in at this point. I hope so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the SFL's Island of Relevancy podcast. We will be taking over another podcast for the time being. I am your host, the commissioner of the SFL, the Truth 1566. And I have an esteemed panel this evening. Absolutely wonderful panel. Full of good players, champions, and the sort. You may hear a bot or two. No offense, guys, you know. But this is pretty much what it is at this point. In here we have Malek, we have Gharl, who was called himself a virgin this evening. We have Jesse, we have Julian, we have Steps, we have Crim, and we have LB. So first thing first, uh, congratulations in order to LB winning the Super Bowl. Is now a seven-time champion. So hats off to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Wish you the best of luck going forward.
Yeah.
Um,
It,
Mr. J White,
it's
I'll
rough
give you the
this
floor
season.
just to speak to that. Is it really?
Yeah, it's rough this season. Losing Campbell and Williams on defensive line is pretty rough. Pretty rough. But
Okay.
we played the run better than I thought we would with the young players, but it's still kind of rough. It's rough.
Fuck them
And
niggas.
then
It's okay.
Cleveland, okay, you know, uh, he's not going undefeated. I'll say that, but he he doing his thing right now.
All right. Touche. All right. So I'll start off with the questions, LB,
Fuck them
and
niggas.
I'll start with you. I'm dead.
Okay.
All right. So this is a question where you answer in which, I mean, theoretically, philosophically, which one is more important to you? Do you build your team around a great offense or a great defense? And I'll let you have the floor.
Okay.
Loaded question.
No, not really. Actually, this Madden. I mean, normally I would try to do defense, but this Madden, I think this is about scoring points, man. I think you just get the best offense you can in this game, and score as many points as you can, and hope for a turnover here and there. Because uh, let me just say it this way: this game is offense elementary. Just about anybody can score in this game.
Got you.
So if you're
Okay.
speaking specifically with this game, I would do offense.
Yeah, well, this is all geared towards Madden 22.
Yeah,
So,
offense. I would go offense first. Because
okay.
if you can score with people, you got a chance to be in the game.
That's true. Okay. Steps.
Normally, I'm not really offensive adept by any means. I'm mostly defensive. I've realized that offense is definitely the way to go. Uh, Build up, have a really solid, well put together defense, and it just won't matter. People will obliterate whatever zone you call, whatever man coverage you call. You got corners like Ramsey getting smoked by wide receivers like Andy Isabella. No offense, Jesse. Uh, it's pretty wild west when it comes to playing defense. It's really just get lucky, get a turnover here and there. So yeah, build up the offense, man. Get some abilities, get as many as you can, and wreak havoc.
Okay. Julian.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's definitely offensive geared. Madden, honestly, sometimes I feel helpless on defense. Um, you could know what's coming and just not be able to stop it. and I don't think the ratings, especially on D line, seem to matter much. I've seen people with X factor D linemen not be able to really like get much pressures. I remember like men's before the sack leaders were hitting like 30, 40. Definitely isn't anywhere near that this year round.
Got you. Jesse?
Yeah, I've always felt it's good to build a good defense. Just not necessarily that I'm getting very good at the defense. Just AI plays into a part more so. I feel than an offense. You have more control of how you run an offense. More skilled guys or lower overall guys. I know that's a big topic. Is overall.
Got you. Gharl?
What was the question again?
Yo. Do you build your team around a great offense or a great defense? Like, which one is more important? This matters.
I'm not that good of a team builder, but I like having a good defense. That's it.
Okay. What about you, Malik?
Defense. A lot defense better. Build defense first.
I ain't even mad at you. What about you, Creme?
Yeah, I agree. Defensively is probably the way to go for me too. Much like Jesse said, I mean, the AI plays more so into that role. So if you can kind of get players that you don't have to worry about the user themselves, and they can kind of work with you that way. So I feel like your defense is more important. Offensively, you're at the whim of the defense. So like you have players, cool, but it doesn't matter what I give you for the most part. So I'm going defense.
Okay. All right. So my next question is geared toward everybody that is not an admin. So I'll be calling you. Going forward, for people that break the rules, what punishments do you think should be given out going forward to these offenders? And shit, I guess we could start with Gharl.
I think they should be given a warning or a player suspension. Player suspension, maybe one or two, and then be kicked. I don't think they should just be kicked immediately. Like I think there should be something between warning and kick. That's all I got.
All right, what about you, Malik?
Softy.
Back to what he
All
just said. So are you saying they should somebody should say something to him first?
No, somebody said something to him a bunch of times. Like in between that,
yeah.
like a player suspension, like put Deshaun Watson at normal dev. Don't let him play with him for like 5 games, something like that.
I think depending on what the break is, like I don't know, it's just more severity depending on what kind of rule break is getting broke. Like user clicking, quick snapping can be different from like running up the score. But shit, I don't know. Put like the best player to like the person that broke the rule, give him like a speed degrade or some shit.
Okay, all right. Jesse.
I kind of agree with Malik. Kind of a fluid process where sometimes a punishment might not should fit the crime more so a couple quick snaps in a game, whether then it's all game, maybe not a punishment, just to let the guy know, hey man, or switching up the score or sportsmanship.
I think your mic just cut out, but I was with you. I got you.
All right.
What about you, Julian?
I think it should definitely vary depending on what was done. Like something less severe as like switching on or quick snapping. That could result in maybe a suspension or warning. But if you're doing something like running like the same plays over and over and just breaking sim, then that's where I think it should go a little bit more severe than just player suspensions and such, because it's kind of just going against the whole, I guess, point of the league.
Okay. LB?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with most of everything that was said in terms of being contextual. But as far as specific punishments, I think the lowering like speed and all that kind of stuff is fine. But I think another thing you could do is if they win the game, then take the win away.
You think I got that in the commissioner tools? I would love to just erase some shit, bro. I would love to.
Well, yeah, if you had that
Like how 2K was.
I don't know if you do. I don't know.
Nah, we don't. I would love
Do that shit with my loss against the Texans.
Oh, let it go.
Fuck no.
Let it go. All right. Back to. Yo, Gharl, calm down. Anyway, so this question I'm gonna have fun with. This is for everybody. I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna start with Malik, even though I know his answer. What is you believe is the best coverage in Madden 22 defensively?
Cover 2. That's my shit.
Any particular reason why?
You said what?
Any particular reason why?
Not really, bro. Like, I've run cover 2 against a bunch of offenses, and that shit always put me in the right spot, unless somebody's just doing a bunch of cheese shit. But for the most part, cover 2
Got
get
you.
you through every game.
All right. What about you, Gharl?
You said, what's the best coverage in the game?
Yeah. What do you believe is the best coverage in the game?
And then
Your
when he
opinion.
fucking said it,
Your opinion.
I like that cover 3 match thing, or coverage. I like that for certain
What?
formations. That's what I'm saying. I think cover 3 match is the best coverage in the game.
Oh,
right now.
cover 3 match. Okay. All right. What about you, Jess?
I'm a fan of cover 3 match.
Okay. Julian?
Personally, cover 4 seems to work the best for me. So I'll have to go with that.
Creme?
Probably cover 6. I used it a lot last year and it didn't work, but this year it seems to work more so I'd probably go with that.
What about you, LB?
I want to have to nuance it. So let's just put this on the table. All of the coverages have issues. Let's put that on the table.
100%. Listen, I just want you to answer the question as face value. I got some stuff for you.
I'm going to answer it. But it's going to be nuanced because I think I don't necessarily have. I can take some coverages I do not like in this game, but I really don't have a favorite one. I don't have a favorite one because for me, coverage is based on. I call coverages based on formation. Okay. And I call for me, whatever coverage I think is going to best put my guys in position against that formation, to me, that's my favorite coverage against that particular formation. But
so it's fluid with you.
Yeah, it's fluid. Like, Malik likes cover 2. That's, I would never call cover 2 against I-form, slot close that who am I thinking of?
You went to the mental Rolodex for actually somebody in the league right now.
Yeah. Ed. I would never call cover 2 against. I would never call cover 2 against I-form, slot close, and Ed's and I-form. I wouldn't call cover 2 against that. You're gonna get ran over.
Of course.
Got you.
So to me, it just really depends on what the offense is doing, and
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, steps.
Shoot, man, you already know Donda. Let's go. Get locked up.
I fucking hate this guy, yo.
Easy.
I shit didn't lock up Creme yesterday, but I'm gonna leave that alone, yo.
Hey, nah, the dub's a dub, man.
A dub is a dub.
Look,
All the
give me the
times.
under, give me cover one, give me any type of man blitz. Give it
Yeah,
to me.
that shit
I'm on it.
dead.
Hey man.
Nope.
Is it Gharl?
The under. Got you. Lock up. Get
All
locked
right.
up.
All right. So I'm gonna start with Creme then. Creme. Listening.
I am listening.
Is it better? This is opinionated, of course. Is it better to run pure zone, spot dropping, zone drops, all of that, or match? In your opinion?
I'd probably say match just because it's probably more effective than the drops and all that. Just because the players don't always react properly when they drop. When they match, they're just manning up. So I mean, they tend to react better. Yesterday, I saw they sometimes don't. So that's not always a guarantee. But I would probably say matching.
Okay. What about you, Malik?
Bro, I'm calling zone drops just for the fact. Real life situations, I would love to call match and palms, all this matching shit. But in video game, bro, for some reason, my safety never do the shit correctly. So I do not call anything that has match in it.
I understand. Okay. What about you,
And
Gharl?
you know how I feel about
You
this.
do call cover
I
2
do. I do. Hey, we gonna get to
Man,
that. We gonna get to that. Gharl, are you awake, yo?
I mean, it's a little bit past my bedtime. I think I match more often than not, but I think there's situations where you could put zone drops in. Like if your opponent repeatedly is just throwing it in the flats, put some drops, or like you're getting burned by some crossers, set your core files like 25 yards back. It's just situational.
All right. Jesse.
I don't mess with zone drops too much, so I think match would be better. But if they keep getting a route in between my drops, I'm just gonna go use that side of the field and take it away manually.
Gotcha. Young Julian.
Yeah, I would have to say zone drops. I've been experimenting with changing the drop depth also to 25.
Oh. Okay. What about you, Steps?
Hey man, lock up.
My bad, my mic cut out. And then also using to, I guess, one side of the field if I'm expecting a crosser, something to go to that side.
Oh, okay. Steps really said lock up, yo. Fucking
Yep,
hate
lock
him.
up. That's
Yeah,
it.
you know he
That's
running
it.
all man.
That's all.
You know he running man.
That man,
That's it,
I
man.
just
That's
watched.
all. That's
Just
all.
watched this
That's it.
motherfucker play, yo. That
what
was
niggas
not
had.
what it was. That was not what it. You know what?
Look,
You right.
man, we
It's
lock
cool.
up, man. We line up across the other man. We follow him. We lock up. That's it. That's
boom.
all.
That's not true.
He got that Wink Martindale syndrome. That's why he gives it about him yards.
Nah, he got that. In Spanish, they call it a mentiroso. That's the syndrome he got right now. So, all right, LB, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yours, sir.
Nuance. And the reason why is because of the way they have the coverages programmed. And I mean, you can find some decent match coverages in this game, in particular defensive formation / fronts. But then that same coverage can be in another formation in front and programmed horribly. So it's kind of like you got to
That's a
search
fact.
around.
That's a fact.
So I tend to use both, but I'm very situational with drops.
The nuance.
Yeah, I'm situational with drops. I prefer to use more match coverage, but there are some things that you cannot trust with match. There's something you cannot trust with match coverage. You can run it one play and the player does it right, and then you run it again, and he's nowhere to be found. And Malik knows all about this from the Super Bowl. Three receiver reading.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's a
we talking
classic
box
example.
trip checks. What we doing right now?
But a classic example: quarters, three receiver read. The linebacker's supposed to take the back. He didn't take them. And Barkley's running straight down the field.
He was splitting
You
that
wouldn't
cover.
have that problem
He's splitting
if you
quarters
just
in
blocked
half, yo.
up.
I'm about to fucking
Put that
kick
man-to-man
something, yo.
coverage. I bet you won't have that problem.
Nigga, you got that problem. What the fuck?
You know what, yo?
Don't forget what the Giants did to you already.
Oh, all right,
From
hold
the
on.
couch?
You know what,
My
yo?
nigga from the crib.
Hey. All right, stop being an asshole, yo. Please, thank you.
Alright.
All right, so since LB just answered that, I'll lead off with LB right here. All right, LB, this might not take you long, but how many owners would you say in the SFL are actually elite?
Nuance.
I always have to nuance, but
Yeah, I don't need you to answer this in the form of a question either.
well, so let me do it this way then. Elite players with elite teams, and
Let's strip
So-
the team. Let's strip the teams away. Just
Okay,
make it
strip the
clear,
teams away?
clear cut and dry. Clear cut. Take all the teams away. You've been here since the beginning, since the
Yeah.
very beginning.
Yeah.
So you should know what it is. That's why I'm starting with you.
And when we're talking about elite, can we work out some categories like what goes into that?
All right. What do you have in mind? And we'll work from there. And we'll just use that as the template for everybody. Because now we're talking about checking boxes.
Yeah. So let's just say, as far as offense, high efficiency,
Okay.
tough to keep out of the tough to keep off the scoreboard.
Okay.
You know that they're going to score, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown. You know that they're going to score. And people that actually sort of make you kind of feel like you have to change what you have to do.
Yeah, you got to question some shit. I got what you.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right. So what would it be defensively?
Defensively, I would say people who can sort of line up in the same thing, but they're doing something different, so you don't know what the fuck is going on when the ball is snapped, and you're like, oh, okay, I thought
Out
it
of
was
confusion
snapped,
and
now
chaos.
it's sad. Now
Got
my
you.
quarterback is on the ground. Fuck.
All right. So
Yeah.
we'll use those terms as the template. So with what you just provided, now, how many owners would you say? With that template,
Right now,
in
in the league now,
yeah, and I want the truth. No pun intended.
you want the truth. The truth.
I hate you.
The truth will set you. Okay, so I would say offensively.
Categorizing shit. That's good.
Let me just do AFC first.
Okay.
Just think real quick.
I started with you for a reason.
I got 4.
All right, everybody hold your horses, because I don't think I've ever asked LB this.
No, hold on. Let me get out of this practice mode and look at the teams real quick. Because right now, offensively, I got one. Offensively, but let me go look at the teams real quick.
I'm done. Okay. So, all right. While LB is getting it together, LB, I'll give you like 2 minutes. All right. All right. So, steps with LB's criteria. I need you to answer that question.
So, breaking it up, offense to defense.
Yeah. Who is elite? in the league.
Now,
Strip the teams away.
hold on, because there's a difference between
Oh my god.
just no, hold on. Mine's gonna be real quick. So this is where the way I view a league, just kind of like what LB was going through, talking about teams and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm taking away abilities because I feel like a lot of people are getting by on abilities.
Shit, I
They're
ain't
not
got that.
actually really good. So I'm gonna keep it a buck on that one. So taking away abilities, just seeing what I see. I'm gonna say there's offensively, there's probably 3 really good people, really elite people. And then defensively, I would say there's probably 4,
Okay.
and that's about it. Everybody else is either good, very good, or terrible. There's no okay.
Are these
That's
the
pretty much
3 on offense and 4 defense? Are these 7 separate people?
I would say one person occupies both lists. The rest are back and forth.
Okay. All right. And we don't need any names because we don't need anybody.
Name 'em.
Nah, I'm not going through that.
Yeah, Steps is not doing that. Yeah, Steps is not doing that. All right. All right. I mean, if anybody
Yeah,
wants
so
to, anybody wants to name it, that's
yes,
fine. Go ahead, LB.
yeah. So offensively, I have I was 3 or 4 that are really, really, really tough. I would say 3 or 4 that are really tough. I got to actually play one of them here soon. Um, look, don't get, you know. uh, Defensively, I would say 2, 3. I would say about 3 defensively, and um, one of them, you know what? I'm going to give him his props. I'm going to give him his props. You know, he's had some games where he has given up a lot of points, but not many. And look, I'll name him. He's in the party. Malik.
Okay.
Yeah, I give him some props defensively because let me just say it this way, because I use a lot of stuff, match, man, spot drop. Malik, let me just say, the thing I like about Malik defense, it's simple. It's simple. He's like, look, this is what I'm running. I'm dropping this here. We're doing that, and I'm going to cover the rest. It's real simple,
Right.
and a lot of people have trouble with it.
That's actually true.
A lot of people have trouble with it, so I mean, I got to give him his props on that. I won't name the other ones. I'll name another one. I'll go ahead and give AC because that
Shit,
I
no.
know you didn't want to, yo. I know that.
I give AC. I give AC because that line and that stuff. When you got to sit back and think about, you better have some one read plays.
So is that abilities? Oh,
Well, look, he was actually. Is it abilities though? I mean, I think it was. I think that's more of as soon as they gave us the ability to play on the defensive line, he was on that.
so is he good or is the team good?
I mean, he played with the Chiefs last year, and that defense wasn't all that great. Even though he traded for Aaron Donald, but even before that, he was. Let me just say it this way: that I think it was the opening game I had against him. When I saw Chris Jones throw my center back into Herbert's
My
knees,
nigga.
I was like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's all ability, because he did it last season with Ioannidis with no abilities. Ioannidis didn't have abilities last season, and he was just throwing dudes left and right. So I think that's just he understands the player, the strengths of the player, and he's gonna get the matchup that he wants. And what can what do you do?
Understandable. Kale is booing right now, by the way. Um
Yeah, because he probably had to cry.
He's experienced. He's experienced the quote unquote God,
Yeah.
and he's not happy.
Yeah.
What about you, Julian? This is still the elite conversation.
Um, I feel like there's definitely more offensive elite users this year. Maybe 6, I would say.
6 on offense. Okay. And defensively?
I'd say probably 3 or 4. I'll go with 4.
Okay. Gharl.
I got 5. I changed it to 5. Not sure about the offensive and defensive shit, but
Just
got 5.
5 in general. Just 5 owners.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. And I guess for you, that's all encompassing. That's just like the cream of the crop, right?
All encompassing.
All right.
Don't laugh again.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
God damn.
Your 5 is the best of the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to be
And
clear.
actually, Malik's not in my top 5.
All right.
Fuck you.
That's weird.
All right, Jesse.
I'd say there's 4 owners that are that are like a head length above everybody else in the league. 2 from the NFC, 2 from the AFC.
Okay. And that's offense and defense, right? Just
overall owners.
Got you. All right, Creme. Where's Canada?
I'd say there's 3 total.
3 total owners. Okay.
3 total owners. Yeah, no matter what side of the ball, I'd just say there's just 3.
All right, and finally, our other Super Bowl representative, Malik.
I'll say about 4, but just in total, not just offense, defense.
Okay.
And one of them was, I'll say last year he was like a top, and then this year I guess he understood that he really asked with the abilities, so I take him off my list. So
I didn't even know I was here for this toxicity. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So last year I would have said 5, but now I'm saying 4 because abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, Malik doesn't have abilities.
I'm realizing what's happening right now, and so I'm gonna just leave it like that. All right. So, Malik, I need you to name 3 owners that you think are underrated in the entire league.
Underrated?
Underrated.
Castro.
Okay.
Gharl.
Are we talking about Carlos?
Yeah, that nigga.
That's shitting. Why are you laughing?
I'm gonna say
Too many nicknames.
Creme and Steps. I named 4.
Creme and Steps. Okay. All right. Creme. 3 underrated.
I mean, it's tough because there are some people that look decent now this year, especially. I would say the Saints guy right now.
Oh, because he winning the division. He whooping y'all ass.
He's winning the division. I mean,
Whooping y'all ass.
He's not whooping my ass. Let's get that straight. He did not defeat me when we played. I would say him.
It took offense
That's
so
one.
fast. Okay.
More people too.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's easier for me to find people who are overrated than underrated right now.
Oh, I don't want to do that right now.
But
we can take it there. We can take
yeah, I
it
mean,
there.
I won't take it there right now.
All right. We calling the audible. Go ahead, Creme. Who's
Oh
overrated?
shit.
Hey, let's go.
Let's scrap the whole underrated. All right, who's overrated?
Oh yeah.
Start over.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Start over. All right. Well, let Creme finish this because he did this, and I'll go right back to Malik.
I mean, going into people who are overrated.
I want the truth.
The truth. I mean, it's pretty simple. Millie, I think just because last year he made the playoffs and was the second seed, he's overrated.
Washington.
Washington.
The Commanders.
Damn.
I would say Matt to a degree right now, just because he has the Buccaneers and people hold him to a super high regard. He's overrated.
Kid from the 6 got spicy. All right, I'm listening.
And to cap it off, I'd say probably go Chan. Chan's team fixed this Madden, but I've seen Chan in the last couple of years, and he's kind of lost a step for the most part. He's holding his own now, so I mean, he may be my worst for sure, but I think Chan is a little bit overrated this cycle.
Okay, I have a plan.
Hey, let me get next.
Nah.
Hey, hold on.
Let Malik finish. Let Malik finish, and I got you.
He got it.
All right, go ahead, Steps.
All right, Ed, let's throw him on there. Jason, let's throw him on there. Hold up. Let me go back to my list. Hold on.
Niggas hijack
Hold
my show.
Nah. We got a list, dog. Oh, nah, we here. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Let me see.
Is this because they messed up their pick'em?
Nah. Chan for sure. Chan is definitely on there. Abilities. This is what I'm talking about with these abilities, dog. Some people been getting by on these abilities.
Steps about to name like 9 people. You
Hold
hear
up,
the anger in his heart, yo?
Hold up. I'm not done yet.
He got a glass of wine in his hand. He mad.
You gotta play Ed, right?
He okay.
That's fine. I don't care. It's gonna be Nick Chubb, play action, Nick Chubb. Dog, that's all that's gonna happen, bro.
You can know
that's
it,
what's
but
gonna
still gotta
happen.
stop
It's okay.
That's true too.
Hey, it's abilities, man. It's abilities.
When I play
People
him
getting
again,
by on
we got
abilities.
something. We got something.
Let me see. And this is all due respect to Jason, because I like Jason a lot. But Jason on there, shoot, I mean Castro, he's shining right now, but he kind of overrated at the moment, man. I know you said he's underrated, but I don't know, man. Let me see.
Okay, so hold on.
I didn't even know it was my favorite part of the show.
Why are these
abilities?
Why are these?
I need him to get his anger out first.
I feel like a lot of what's happening in this Madden is that people are over reliant on these abilities rather than actually getting better at their gameplay, actually learning offense, learning defense.
AC said, "Steps, this isn't Christ-like."
Nah, I'm just saying, man. Look, and you know what's crazy is I like all these people I just named. I like them. I like all of them. They're all cool people. I like chatting with them in the chat.
Look at this
but
shit.
No. I'm keeping it real though. I'm keeping it real. I feel like we look at these guys and we say, man, they shining, or man, they doing this, man, they doing that. Nah, it's abilities. It's abilities and getting lucky. That's all it is, man. Smoke and mirrors, dog.
When they play you.
Hey, that's cool. That's okay. Lock up, baby.
They about to kick his ass out.
And yeah, you can't say he's overrated and you like him, man. Fuck him. If they're overrated, fuck him.
Canada has spoken.
No layups.
Yeah, he throwing the fucking plastic money at the Xbox right now. He's upset. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, y'all got the rest, man. That's all I was here for. I'm out.
It's cute. How we gonna perform? How we gonna match that?
Yeah, that was a mic drop. We gonna continue this stuff. All right, who is it, Malik?
Buccaneers.
Oh, Matt. Jesus. Okay. All right.
Most definitely. He was. I mean, everybody said he was like that last year, and I don't know. I guess the ability shit wearing off.
Okay. All right. Gharl. Because this show went left as shit.
Are we still on the overrated subject?
Yeah, we're talking about overrated. Yep.
I mean, this is no offense to you, but I got Creme.
Damn.
I knew it was coming. You come in here like that, you got this body.
Pause.
Last year, you're absolute shit.
Creme, calm down.
Hey, man, I guess.
I'm about to slap this nigga with a tampon, yo. This is getting crazy.
Creme, I said no offense. I said no offense.
You can't say that shit.
You can't say no offense.
I said no offense.
Damn sense.
You can't take offense if I say no offense.
Fuck no. If I said something gay and said
Creme, can he please finish, yo? Can he
Yeah, you
please?
can finish. Yeah, we good.
So Creme.
You cussed him out like in Quebec languages, man. You can't say we good.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he on punishment. Oh, okay, never mind. He good.
Creme and Chan.
Okay. All right.
That's all I got.
All
And
right.
I'm Malek.
All right, I'm interested in hearing this one.
Nigga, you said my name.
All right, calm down.
Yeah, just beat a bitch.
Calm down. Calm down. I don't know
Bro,
why you
I'll beat your
expected it.
ass.
All right, calm down. I don't know why you didn't see that one on the way. All right, so next up, Jesse, I need you to wake up.
No, I'm here. It's So you ask people to say like who's overrated, right?
Yeah, who's overrated in your opinion? Because they hijacked my
Well, that's
segment.
just it. How can someone that's never won something call someone else overrated?
Bars.
So I'm not going to sit here and say someone's overrated like other owners that's never won anything, calling someone overrated.
Yeah, I got me a ring, so I'm gonna say what I say.
That was a
Madden 22.
That makes no sense.
Hey, from the couch.
You know what? All right. We're not going all the way left with this. Julian, who's overrated?
I'm coming off what he just said. You know, I'm a bot and all, but I'm still
at least
talk
he's
about
honest.
who I think's overrated.
That's all.
All right, I'd say Bryce. I definitely think Bryce is overrated. Just from playing him last year. I don't know how he won as many games as he did. I'm based off of just this season's record. Like, I'd have to put Gharl up there. I don't know how you're 5-1, honestly.
Abilities.
No disrespect, but I don't know how that's gonna hold up.
Bro, you can take all my abilities, strip them all. Strip all.
This nigga's
1 to
Christina
15.
Aguilera?
And I'll also say Matt for sure. Especially with all that team that he's got.
A lot of Matt, a lot of Chan, yo. This is crazy.
He could definitely be a lot better than he is with that Bucks team. How many X Factors does he have? He should be going fucking undefeated.
I don't even look at people's teams, so I don't know. Okay. Oh shit. LB. They dumped this shit in your lap, man.
Yeah, I would say. First, let me just say this.
Oh, here we politically correct.
Yeah, you know what? Nuance. First, let me just say this: because of the momentum and stuff in this game,
Oh my god.
anybody can get behind and have a bad game in a hurry. So when it comes to talking about overrated, underrated, I would tend to sort of look at do they sort of do like.
Nah, LB, we not finna do this, yo. When you watching, you say this motherfucker is trash. Who is overrated? That's it. I don't want no people.
Well, look,
they done flipped this shit.
Well, but that's the thing. If I say they're trash, then I'm not gonna say they're overrated because I don't expect them to be good anyway.
Jesus. All right. So who's overrated? I see what you did. That's fine.
I really don't know. Honestly, I don't. Let me just say this. I tend to not look at stuff like that. I just tend to sort of say, you know, I don't think this person is maximizing what they can get out of this team. And you know, if I'm playing somebody and I say I think they're going to be pretty easy to defend, then you know that's a person that's a player I might say I probably wouldn't call them trash, but I definitely wouldn't.
Okay.
Say they're elite like we talked about earlier.
What would you say if I told you that I knew that you thought 90% of the league, bare minimum, wasn't maximizing their team? What would you say to that?
They need to figure some shit out. I mean,
I'm just
that's
asking.
what it is. You got to figure some shit out. If you want to win, you got to figure some shit out. If you don't want to win, then you're gonna be where you are. So
you don't disagree with the 90% that just brought up.
You know, LB from the fucking
that
circles,
that 90% of people need to figure out their team and do better. Yeah, I agree with that. Look, including me in this case, because right now I got some stuff I got to figure out.
Yeah, keep trying to figure that shit out. Just don't figure it out by 10 weeks.
That's all.
That's the two. I probably have to figure it out by then. So.
No.
He said he don't really feel like losing to you. All right. So shit, yo, we are running on 50 minutes. All right, so I got 2 more questions, y'all. Y'all hijacked the fucking show for 15 minutes.
Hold on. What about you? Speak up.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I have one question after you're all done. Just one. I think it's a significant question.
I see what you're doing, Steps. I tell you what. You name somebody, I'll tell you if I think they're overrated or not.
Bet. Let me start from. Oh, never mind. He already
Wait,
started.
what he said?
He said Bucks.
Well, he knows that. Y'all want me to keep it a bean? Nah, he know he got some shit he gotta work on.
No layups.
All right, Ed.
Same thing.
Okay.
No. What the fuck the same thing mean?
We're talking about overrated, right?
Get him, Malik.
We're
Pick
talking
one.
about overrated. Yo, they're both. I am. You asking me a question? I'm giving you an answer.
So
I'm not dressing this shit up.
You can say the
I'm
word.
trying to finish the show.
All right. I'm gonna pick the names that were dropped already.
My nigga,
So-
hurry up.
I said Castro. So Castro.
Absolutely.
Okay. Who else was it?
Hold on. Does Castro have a winning record?
Why are we doing this?
No, he's
That's
500.
too much.
But then if he doesn't have a winning record, then how is he overrated? He's exactly where he should be.
Yeah, he had a losing season last year too.
I think he's
I think the
All right,
the consensus-
so we're doing underrated, overrated, bot, or whatever. What are we doing? Bot or overrated?
just strictly
what's-
overrated. Just strictly overrated. And I'm naming teams that have already
All
been
right,
named
so if
dropped
we're
already.
going by records and all
So,
that shit, then
Gharl.
Castro is not overrated.
Okay. All right. So Gharl. Gharl was mentioned too.
Gharl's trying to climb out of the bot hole right now.
Okay. Malik was mentioned also.
Nah, Malik is nice.
All right. Crim was mentioned also.
Creme, no, he's trying to get out of that bot hole same way. Yo.
Okay. Who else was mentioned? Saints, I think was mentioned. Or no, that was underrated. Never mind.
He just grabbing for straws at this point.
right.
Now I'm trying to figure out who all was mentioned. I'm
I
trying to
said,
remember.
I said, give me a name. I'll answer. You have no name, so I'm about to move on.
Steps.
Gharl.
Steps,
Okay,
no,
Steps.
Yeah, Steps, no, he terrible.
Yeah, that's all.
Me?
Who the hell said me?
Who? Yo, Steps does I'm terrible?
Bro,
What?
your voice sound like that.
Are you paying attention?
Nope.
My name was. Okay.
I heard Gharl and I heard Steps knows he's terrible.
Oh my god.
I said
You're not-
Steps knows that he's. All right, come on, stop. Let's go.
Let's go keep finish this shit up.
I'm
right.
trying, yo.
Next question, Q. Go ahead, man.
All right, thank you. All right, so LB.
Yep.
Actually, no. I'll save you for last. Pause. Creme. Does a Super Bowl championship move you into the upper echelon of the league as far as, accolades, skill, that same elite stuff we were talking about? And if it doesn't, how many championships does it take until you get there?
Now you're talking in general, not personally.
It's your opinion, right?
Yeah, I mean, in general, you probably would need two, because we've seen people win one, and it's been a while since they've won one. But there's a bunch of names on the bottom of the website that are there once, and that's fine. That proves you can get it done. But if you can't do it more than once, or it's been a while, I would say no. It doesn't put you in the next level of player. So I would say you need two or more to be considered, in my opinion, one of the top level players in the league.
Okay. All right. What about you, Malik?
Shit, I thought winning one put you in the league, but I guess not. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I
Gharl.
jump in? Let me jump in on that one real quick.
Go ahead, Steps.
No, it's actually my turn.
Y'all not finna have this
Little-
Pez dispenser
little
battle.
nerd, bro. Get out of here, kid. All right, listen.
It's my turn.
So, I personally don't think, just speaking as someone that has only won one, and that was like a decade ago almost, I don't believe winning one makes you elite. I think it's got to be multiple.
Are we
I
talking about
think
in the
it's gotta be
cycle or in
consistent.
the season?
No, just in general.
I mean,
the league
just-
overall.
But I also think there's people that are on my list for elite that don't have a title yet. So I feel like it's more than just titles that dictate that. I feel like rings are circumstance and happen chance. So I don't know. I feel like if like Malik for instance, I feel like he's elite. I feel like he's had 2 shots at it. One I wasn't around for, and the second one against LB. If he makes that pass with Daniel Jones, one of those
But
two,
he didn't.
I know he didn't.
LB, you
I know
don't
he
gotta
didn't.
be that person
I know,
right now, bro.
I know he didn't.
I wouldn't this time, motherfucker.
He didn't. But he was 2 passes away from having one. Does that make Malik not elite? No, I feel like he's still there. I mean, I feel like he's upper echelon. He just doesn't have the accolade to go with it yet. So
He cheated.
I don't know. That's,
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
He played a good game. I give him that. He played a good game.
No doubt. All right, Gharl, I'm gonna finally give you the floor that Steps took from you because you corrupted clergyman.
Fucking it's crazy. I say you have to win at least 3 to be elite, barring Malik, because you're being.
Oh
like,
my god.
bro! It's you said give me the floor.
Get my cock out your mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, yo, this is
Man,
a
this is elite.
They're trying to
suck.
they're
You
trying to
suck.
get me banned off Twitch right now. You see this shit, right? All right.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
we
run an
can't
ad.
elite
Run
no
an
more.
ad.
Run an ad.
Fucking suck.
Yo, an ad is
He's
probably,
lucky I'm not playing
an
his
ad
ass.
is like 5 minutes away. And
Awesome.
I'm trying to wrap this up, yo.
Facts.
All right, so you got to win at least 3, and Malik sucks.
All right. What
He's
about
fucking lucky I'm not playing him.
Jesse?
Yeah, I think there's a good argument to be made for multiple, but if you got a guy or owner or team that consistent success, gets the AFC title, NFC title, multiple playoff wins, gets it every year, and then he finally gets that one, why not? Like I think Malik's elite, but if he wins this year, why can't he be elite after one? If he's got consistent success, it's just he never got a ring yet.
So we're just
That's
talking
fair.
about putting the
That's
work
fair.
put in. I can understand that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just jump in quickly. I would say I agree with that. I mean, I figured if we're talking just titles, I figured too. But yeah, success long term, constantly being at least in the conversation, I would say that constitutes to it too.
And my team sucked.
Hey, they're very lowly rated, and we're not getting into that steps.
And he should be
Julian. You know what? I hate y'all, yo.
Yo, man, let me get the floor on that.
Julian.
I'll put my limit at 2. No disrespect, but you got someone like Cody on there winning the Super Bowl in
We
the
still
last
throwing
season.
fucking shots.
True,
Okay.
true. I back that 100%.
With
This is that New
fucking
York shit
left
where you
stick
say
lateral shit.
when you say no disrespect and disrespect them intentionally. Absolutely. I got you. Okay. All right, LB.
Yeah, I'll agree with Jesse. Because some of this stuff it really is all about who you match up against and getting lucky and after you playing Madden for 4 or 5 months and continuing to feel like playing and you continue playing and you still roll up like 12 to 13 wins. If you're constantly in the conversation, in the playoffs, win your division, you might not win the Super Bowl, but you're on the verge. So I mean, you're somebody that people have to pay attention to. So I mean, I think you're there. So I wouldn't take anything away from that person.
Okay. And my final question, because we are running over. We can start with LB. Who do you feel in the league deserves credit for being a really great roster builder? Who builds a great team? This is where you would give them the flowers. You can name 1 or 2 people if you can find them. Whatever.
Great roster builders. Shoot. I can only go by the. I'll do a little bit of history, but also the past draft. I mean, I thought the past draft and this is just me because I needed some of those players. I thought Mike had a fucking A-plus draft with the offensive lineman he drafted. I thought he did an excellent job rebuilding the offensive line, even though he needs some help elsewhere. He needs a lot of help elsewhere. So, but it was a focus, and he just he grinded and got what he needed for that. So, I give him an A for building up that offensive line. Stay away from offensive linemen this draft. I think the teams that also got what they needed under center, quarterback, I would say. I think Steps did that. I think Marv did that. Who else?
Castro.
Yeah, Castro got a
Yeah,
quarterback.
Castro. So with
And
respect to
AC.
this man, I would say right now, those guys are building. And historically, though, I think you look at a lot of guys that did a great job of building teams through the draft and free agency.
Okay. Julian. Is he dead?
Are we talking about this season specifically?
No, not just this speed. This is a small sample size. I just historically.
Yeah.
Guess I could rattle off a couple names. I feel like I feel like you've always been good at building rosters and drafting the right players. I'd probably add LB also to that list. And probably also give props to Justin as well.
Justin
Feel
is
like there's been some
bird
years.
for nobody who knows.
Yeah, some years that he's had low-rated teams and built them up, contended.
Okay.
And you did that last year with the Broncos and such.
All right. Steps.
Q for sure.
Jesus.
AC for sure. I really like what Malik's doing over there with the Giants team. He's building that team up pretty nicely. He's got some young
Al
talent.
Davis.
Hey, just win, baby.
That's
You
the
know what I'm saying?
black Al Davis over there. Yeah,
I
making it
respect
happen.
this, man. Look, so the way I look at it,
There's an
is-
offensive lineman that runs a 4.3. It's gonna be a giant.
Yeah. Football giant, yo.
Look, the way I look
4.9
at it,
punters and shit for the fake punt. Go ahead,
if you
Steps.
build
I'm
up
sorry.
your team, if you build
I
up
might
your
have to
team
put
to
that
your own personal strengths, then you a good roster builder. And I feel like freaking Malik, he does that. I have not known this man long, but I was told his MO was speed, and I looked at his roster, and I constantly see him adding speed. So he stays true to it, and he wins a lot of games. So hey, it is what it is at that point. So LB for sure, and I want to give a special shout out here.
Jesus Christ.
Because Turk builds rosters. He may not play too well all the time, but
We are
he
not
builds
accepting Turk flowers
solid
here.
rosters.
Turk has the number
No,
one pick. It's easy to build a roster with the number one pick. Nah, I got it.
Nah, I feel like every time Turk inherits a bad team, which is frequently happening, he ends up building them up pretty nicely to where the roster looks pretty solid across the board. No top tier talent, maybe, but for the most part, he has solid talent across the board. No holes. So shout out to him. I know he's not gonna get any flowers for anything else. So just throw that out there for him.
All right, Jesse.
Q, Brian, LB, and I like what Steps is doing this year.
Oh. Okay.
Guard.
Gharl. Los.
You guys stop with that. The only one that came to mind was AC, how he quote unquote builds his roster. I feel like that's the blueprint.
Okay. That's that football team love right there. I see what you're doing.
No, it's not.
Don't do that. All right, Malik.
Nobody, none of you niggas good.
That's what I'm talking about, yo. That's what I'm
Except for
talking
LP.
about.
Look,
That's all.
everybody can't have 4-3, man.
If you ain't got that, you ain't trying. What the fuck?
That's the motto. Yeah, yo, slap that shit on the article, yo. You gonna be all right this year, yo. You ain't 4-3, you ain't trying. Creme.
Chris Harris.
That nigga horrible.
I would say AC.
Team.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
You're fucking. You're trash.
God,
I'm not even-
relax.
Yo,
relax.
Yo,
You're
Creme,
trash.
Creme,
I'm
Creme,
calm.
Creme.
You're
Let
mad.
Creme,
You're
let
trash.
Creme speak, yo.
Relax.
Why you stutter so hard, pussy?
Let Creme speak, please and thank you.
That bitch hit a remix.
No. I would say AC. He's probably the best to do it. I mean, whether it's to the draft or simply relax. The draft, trading, whatever. Like he's active in the channels. He's finding ways to kind of get what he needs one way or
I
another.
made one trade so far. Hold on,
Bruh.
wait a second.
Steps, let him finish, man. What are you doing?
The question was. The
Talk
question
about
was.
AC.
He said
all
the best to
time.
do it, and that's
Yeah,
not true.
That's his opinion, Steps.
His opinion sucks.
No.
Yo. Steps drunk.
We're talking all time, historically, what his question was or whatever. AC has to be there. Did you not see how he created a monster in Washington, what, a couple cycles ago? Taking away Diggs and whatever from Combs? That man has not forgotten about that trade in the last however long. So that
Still
alone,
haunted by it.
Really blame the admins. Same way he gonna blame Steps for the pick six. Go
Yeah.
ahead, though, Creme. Go ahead.
Exactly. I put AC up there. I put LB up there. That man does his homework, so it plays out pretty well for him. I put Q. I mean, again, you're able to just find players and systematic players for the most part and turn them into superstars. So I give you guys that.
Let me ask you this real quick, Crim.
Yeah.
All right, better roster builder all time, B or AC?
I mean, B's no longer with us, but I'd probably go with B.
Nigga said
All
like
right,
he
thank
was
you.
dead.
That's my
What the
interruption.
fuck?
That's my interruption.
Nah, man, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, man.
Wait, I didn't even catch that. You just said it like he was dead, bro.
My guy said,
The
yo,
record
he's no longer
he's
with
not
us.
dead.
Hey, my man, B 6 feet under, but
No.
R.I.P. to the legend, to the god.
Hey, bring that nigga back.
Yo,
Aw.
he was wrestling with it. Like I think I was telling Gharl this. Then he found out that Aaron Rodgers is gone,
A coat.
and then the team is like 0-90, and he was like, yeah, I'm good, bro. So
Well, send him to the Texans.
so that's pretty much that. That's up to him, man. That's up to
Yeah,
him.
bring that nigga back. Want that pack again.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
So all right, Steps. So to you, all time B is the best roster builder, just based off.
Respectfully, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Respectfully,
I would agree with
respectfully, B is top dog. Respectfully.
Okay,
that. Yeah.
I can understand that.
Gameplay.
What is happening, yo? What are we doing tonight? This is supposed to be civil. We got adults fighting with children. I don't know what's going on.
Fucking
I
bitches.
knew this shit was going left when he said he was a virgin before the podcast started, yo. I knew it, yo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
You
learn
shouldn't
your
have asked
ass
the
off.
overrated, underrated question, man. That was
What happened?
I said no offense. Like,
You can't say
the
fucking
overrated,
bullshit.
underrated question. That was a fucking one to get people riled up.
Yeah, I wasn't.
It was
I
a good one, though.
asking-
Yeah,
it
it
was.
did.
That question was to like, who do you think is not getting the appreciation for the work that they're putting in? That shit could have
I don't even think
hijacked
we
and
went
turned
through the
into
underrated. We just went
who's
through the
really.
overrated.
Yo, LB started talking. He got hijacked. The whole podcast went left, and then Steps had the pink champagne, and he just started naming people he thought was not good at all. He's yelling, like it got really bad, and then
I gave my flowers out.
which is cool, As long as we can have like this type of discourse, that's fine, man. Bryce wants me to bring back the tears, which would bring back even more arguments than today. So
Dude, that
Arguments
shit some
and
other time.
sadness if
I
that
I
happens.
am I don't know, man. I'll
Say that
think.
for another one.
Nah, it would be an article, but those articles used to incite near fucking riots. So I'm
And so many
trying
back
to
channel
not
discussions.
I'm trying to not do that. I used to do that, and I used to hold polls from the whole league on who, like giving their top five, who's the
Top
best on
five
offense, top
offense,
on
top
defense, or
five
whatever, and the
defense.
names would always change. So I was able to compile like the top 10, and it would take a long time because then I would have to write like a detailed article about what makes them good or whatever the case is, or whatever. Those were like the two things that I was doing. Um, so I don't know. I would probably do the tiers before I would do that, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Um, since we ran over, Gharl, you had something you had to say, and please
No.
make it quick. Oh, you're done. Okay. All right. So for those who are listening, we appreciate you 100%. We'll probably be returning sometime next week with a different cast, just so that you know. I will try to refrain from this being as slanderous as humanly possible. So, any last words anybody wants to say?
Hey,
Yeah, I
the
have a
hate
question.
drip pack
I
is
do have a question.
flavorful.
Go ahead.
Just
LB.
a
Yeah, this question is people gonna have different answers, but for you, what do you think is the most difficult formation to defend in Madden?
oh my god.
This is for everybody?
Yeah,
Offense or defense?
offense.
I got
What do you
my
think is the
answer.
most difficult offensive formation to defend?
I'm probably about to hit bunch
am.
like 6 times. I'm listening.
I swear to God.
Bunch was the only thing I could think of.
Bro, this shit crazy.
Bunch? Anybody else?
Bunch.
What's the formation
Tight
with
offset, tight
the
end.
scissors? The scissors that has the crosser. Halfback scissors with the crosser.
The fuck?
What the
Yeah, so a
fuck?
lot of formations.
Yeah, you got to do better than that, Julian. I'm sorry, buddy.
Gun bunch is the cheese. When in doubt. When in doubt, let's run bunch.
Verticals.
I'll partake in this. The most difficult to defend. That's something to think about there.
So the bunch I'm thinking of is the what is that? The trio offset.
I'm trying to think of what gives me problems.
Most annoying or most difficult? Is that the same thing?
I mean, it can be.
Yeah, I would say I would say they're the same. Annoying and difficult.
I honestly don't know. Bunch doesn't really give me any problem. That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah, bunch.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Bunch messes up my man coverage, man. So that's why it gets on my nerves.
Get the fuck out of
They
me.
all work.
But yeah,
Who the
but yeah,
fuck run
it's
mans
supposed
against
to.
Apparently,
Bro.
the Atlanta
Hey.
Falcons, yo.
Cause we lock
Big
up.
route.
Who the
Watch.
fuck run mans against this shit?
You know what? Yeah, it's alright. It's fine.
What?
Hey, it's
What
funny
some
if you
niggas
go.
just
Hey,
suck,
look
bro.
if you
I
look
just
at
thought
my
that was an interesting question.
Nah,
you look at
that
my
is. I
percentages for my
really
my
gotta
coverages,
sit back and think
I
of that.
hardly run, man.
I really, that shit is crazy. I knew the popular answer would more than likely be bunch, but it's a very
Yeah,
easy way to deal with bunch. But
Yeah, I don't think bunch is all that difficult. I
that'll
think,
be for the $1 million
Yes.
worth of game podcast. That's not
I say
happening.
it's more annoying than difficult. I don't run against it so much. That shit not hard no more. But that shit annoying.
Yeah, it could be annoying. It could definitely be
Especially
annoying.
if you go against drip.
I didn't.
Get your shit rocked.
Bunch. Nah,
Bro, that shit talk.
bunch is different. What about you, LB?
well, I'm not gonna say, but I will
hate
say
this dude, yo.
I will. Look,
Nigga, it's
it-
your question.
And
Yeah, I
that's
know,
why he
and I
asked
don't-
it.
and
That's why he did it.
That's why
This
I
is
asked
the-
everybody
He's
else.
taking
I
notes.
want y'all to
And
know.
And I don't,
This is the
and I
real
don't want to see a
LB.
bunch of people running what I say against me, so I'm not going to say. But it's not bunch.
He's not gonna
It-
use gun bunch.
it's not bunch, and the reason why it's not bunch because with bunch you don't have to worry about the run. I don't think you really have to worry about the run in bunch. There's not a lot of good runs in bunch, but there are some other formations where you got to worry about the run and quite a few passing concepts. Unless you are good, unless you got some good pass rushes and you can get after the quarterback. So I'll leave it at that.
What's the pistol formation that has the
Bunch tight end.
the wide receiver in the slot and the tight end that's offset with the Z receiver?
Go fucking find it. We don't know.
What is happening?
Jesus.
Wide receiver slot.
Come on, man.
What now?
No, the wide receiver is in the slot on the left hand side, and the tight end's on the right hand side, and he's off the line. I'm trying to think of the pistol set because it's got really good runs and really good throws out of it, and it's got.
I mean, what's the personnel? 11, 12?
I think it's 12.
So it's
You don't know what that shit means.
two receivers. It's two receivers, right?
Yep.
Two receivers. Where's the TE?
Because I've had a lot of on the right hand side. He's off the line. I've had a lot of problems because I've seen that so many times already.
Nigga
I've
spread?
had a lot of problems with it.
No.
It's a pistol.
It's not spread.
It's not. I got a real good
Spread
idea
is 4 wide.
I can't think of none of that shit.
I'm looking right now. Y'all keep going. I'll find it.
Not pistol doubles, is it? Doubles.
Y off. The Y
Wow.
off.
Okay.
Yep.
Or
That's
is
the
it
one.
wow for?
Oh
It's
man,
wow
I
It's
used,
Y
to,
off. It's
Flex
Y
hip.
off.
I used to use
Flex
that
hip.
shit so
I
much when I was in Jesse
hate
League.
that one. Hate
I
it.
bet. He said, all right.
Hey, relax.
I can beat you with simple shit, so it don't even matter.
I'm dead. That's you know what, yo. It's the podcast I didn't know that I needed, yo. I appreciate y'all,
What
yo.
the fuck?
You know. So
Hey, 70 overalls taking over. Let's get it.
I ain't even mad at that.
Want a cookie?
Before we get out of here, shameless
Jesus.
plug. Travis Kelce is now on the block. Holla at me.
Your backup tight end just got superstar or some shit?
We're not here to discuss none of that.
Fuck it.
You asking all the wrong questions,
nah,
my
it's-
friend. And we are not at liberty to discuss any of this. I know
This
somebody about to go
man
look at my
science,
roster.
Man. He knows how to get these prompts. Holla at him.
So
This nigga had 8 prompts in one game.
we're not doing this today, yo. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, this
now we in.
is the Island of Relevancy podcast.
Oh, now we out.
Wish you all a good night. I hope you've had a happy new year. Everybody, not everybody. Well, everybody should practice, but for the bots, if you trust me, if you're a bot or not. Go practice. If your peers on this panel have said that you're overrated, probably should just work at it and get better. I know a few people are already. Just everybody strive to get better. You know what? I wasn't gonna talk about this, but fuck it. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna be very clear. I'm very clear with my words right now. Just because Drip is gone doesn't mean that this shit is over. I want everybody to know. Your league members tend to tell on you, and we're watching. So if
That's scary.
you're not matching, I want you to know we know. If you continue to do so, you will lose abilities. There's no reason you shouldn't be matching at this point. If you're calling the same play up, and be clear, one of the commissioner tools is broken with the number of plays you can run in a game. There's no reason I should see a play run 10 plus times in a game on offense or defense. I saw it as recent as last night and the quote unquote game of the year. If you continue to do this, you will be in trouble. I'm not gonna get into everything. Lastly, I want the whole league to know. I know about this fucking run commit glitch. Please stop doing it. If I catch you doing it, I'm taking everything away. Nobody should be using any exploits at this point. At all. Line up and play to the best of your ability. Nobody should be using any glitches. If you want to get an unfair advantage, scout your opponent. Because most times in these games, one person is doing the homework and the other one is just showing up to play. And then when they lose, it's Madden. Or the other person got lucky. Or their fucking dog ran out the house. Or whatever it is. Random shit. Practice and get better. Listen, I use the run glitch as an example. All glitches, everything that's an exploit. If you know what it is, because a lot of niggas know what
You
it
see
is.
something, say something.
And people are saying stuff already. That's the thing, but they're not gonna say it in public.
You already said that.
But going forward, if I'm seeing this shit, I don't want to hear no crying. You know what you do. And you know who you are. And we know who you are as the admins. And some of your contemporaries and constituents know who you are too because they're telling on you, even though we already knew. So I want to give everybody a fair shake while I have this forum. No more bullshit. Let's just have an enjoyable cycle. Let's just have fun. That's all I want. I really don't want to take anybody's abilities away. I don't want to sick Turk on anybody. I don't need Creme, breaking up all your players, no offense. So just let's enjoy the cycle. Let's have fun and just leave it like that. This is really the last time and the only time I want to speak on it. Didn't even want to, but it has to be done. So let's just move forward and have a great cycle. In regards to that, everybody have a good night. Fucking happy Martin Luther King Day, which is on the way. And we catch you guys next week. Thank you so very much. No more slander, no church in a while, especially for Steps.
R.I.P. Hate Drip.